Good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, I got to say, the weekend was fantastic in terms of that weather. Not a whole lot to write home about. I know the winds were kind of sticking around a little bit, especially, and I felt like I could feel some more of them in this morning as I was driving on my way in.
Yeah, yesterday was very windy, and we're still holding on to some of those winds this morning. But what we saw here in the Tri-Cities, nothing like we saw in the Kittitas Valley, where we did see wind gusts yesterday all the way up to 61 miles per hour in the Ellensburg area. Now, as we take a look at today's weather headlines, we mentioned that the wind stuck around yesterday, and we were feeling it this morning. Today is going to stay blustery, but we will remain dry on this Monday, and in fact, see a fair amount of sunshine for eastern Washington and northeast Oregon. Rain shower chances, however, will be picking up as we go tonight through tomorrow morning. Sunshine does return by tomorrow afternoon, and then we will see more sunshine for Wednesday and Thursday. The difference is it is by the time we get to Thursday when we are going to see temperatures take a pretty steep jump all the way back to the 80s. We'll talk more about all three of these weather headlines in greater detail coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Benton County. A Tri-Cities man is in jail and facing a bevy of charges after police spotted him working on a stolen car. Deputies with the Benton County Sheriff's Office tell us they were in the area of East 45th and South of Juniper Street when they saw a man working on a gold 1996 Honda Accord. They soon determined that the car was reported stolen to Pasco police. The 31-year-old man was taken into custody. Further investigation found he had several warrants for his arrest, including for 2 different stolen vehicle cases out of Kennewick. Narcotics were also found in another car belonging to the suspect at the scene of the incident. Ben Franklin Transit is investigating after one of their buses was involved in a crash while at a bus stop. It happened on Sandifer Parkway in Pasco Friday evening, shortly before 5 p.m. As you can see, a work van slammed into the back corner of the bus, totaling the van. There were people on the bus when the crash happened, but no serious injuries were reported. Washington state law requires you to yield the right-of-way to transit buses. The conflict between the Franklin County Sheriff and the county commissioners over control of security at the Franklin County Courthouse continues. Franklin County Superior Court Judge Jennifer Azure signed an injunction on Thursday that would have forced Sheriff Jim Raymond to hand over all weapons to the newly formed Franklin County Department of Corrections. But he says he still hasn't been served the document and challenged the legality of the measure. Raymond said commissioners need to acknowledge the public safety risks they are creating. We reached out to the county commissioners, but have yet to hear back on their next steps. The fate of the Yakima Valley and Rainier schools is still in the hands of Washington state lawmakers. We spoke with Yakima Representative Chris Corey on Friday, one of the Republicans who walked out of a committee meeting after the bill that would close the facilities was approved by Democrats to move on to the House floor. He said the walkout was not planned, but it came after an hour of discussion and attempts by Republicans to keep the schools open through amendments to the bill.
We couldn't be there anymore. That it was such a callous, cold-hearted, and reckless decision that we weren't going to participate in the rest of that meeting, just as a way of showing our disdain.
Now, Representative Jeremy Dufault from Silo was banned from the legislative floor for the remainder of the session after an outburst where he broke decorum and yelled at a representative presiding over the House during a lively debate surrounding the schools. He was still able to vote on the bills. He just had to do it remotely. And whether it's classic cars, new cars, or cool cars, the only thing better than that is a cup of coffee to go with them. Hundreds of people got the chance to sip on some Joe and enjoy each other's company at the Cars and Coffee event hosted by Toyota of Tri-Cities earlier on Saturday. Whether it's got wheels or not, anyone was welcome to come out to the event and show off free of charge.
So it was pretty much bring what you got, come out and have fun. Had some coffee, definitely more of a better turnout than we anticipated. So hopefully the next event we have a little bit better setups, but we're definitely enjoying it.
Now, an official date for the next Cars and Coffee event hasn't been set, but it will likely be sometime in early June. Finally, dozens of sheltered pets took over Columbia Park in Kennewick on Saturday for an annual super adoption event. For 16 years, the Jenny's Hope Animal Rescue has been hosting rescues at the park with the goal of getting as many pets adopted as possible. A local husky was adopted at Saturday's event after spending over 2 years in the shelter.
47 days without a forever home. And so a lot of times people will think, I'm going to go to a breeder or I'm going to go buy an animal, when there's a dog out there that would love them to pieces, that is needing a home in a shelter or in a foster home.
Now, organizers say there are hundreds of animals looking to be adopted throughout the Tri-Cities, and breeders only increase that issue. If you're looking for a new pet, though, they encourage everyone to check out the animals in our local shelters. But with that, you can always try to be a dog mom or a cat mom or what have you. Today, now's your chance to play Mother's Day Mania. We have that trivia going on now. Grab your phone, scan this QR code for your chance to win a $100 prepaid debit card. Get the question right, and you could win that daily $100 prize. Those daily prize winners will also be eligible for a chance to win the weekly national $5,000 drawing. Again, scan the QR code or go to the website on your screen to sign in and play Mother's Day Mania. Good luck. Jefferson, let's talk weather here because it's going to be a gorgeous day. I'm hoping we're going to see this streak of gorgeous days continue. I know we're back finally into the end of April. Hopefully the May flowers will start to spring up, even though we didn't see a whole lot of April showers.
Yeah, we really didn't see that many April showers. We are certainly below average on precipitation across the board. Now, we might have a little more precipitation coming our way, namely as we go overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. But for today, we will see partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. Temperatures across the area look like this. We will primarily be ranging anywhere from the mid-60s to mid-70s today, under partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. Again, though, there could be some showers on tap for tonight through tomorrow morning. We'll tell you what that forecast looks like and when we will get back to temperatures in the 80s. That's coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson.